Yo. Okay, we in the frame, we in the picture. We back. Day two. Little tired. We got this pre-workout with us. We're gonna get this out. C4. Ain't do me no wrong, so we're just gonna keep going with it. Oh man. We got legs to do today. Oh man. You get a couple stretches in real quick. Okay. But we got legs to do today. We're probably not gonna do squats, but we definitely gonna go heavy this time. I need to feel something. The chest day yesterday, or actually not even yesterday. Chest day prior day. I know I said I was gonna do a video the every day of the year, but you know what? I ain't trying to overdo. I ain't trying to kill myself. I'm trying to still have fun with it as well. And let me just make sure I'm in the frame here. I feel like I am. It looks like I'm in the frame. If I'm not, I'm not. It's whatever. But we could go heavy today, that's for sure. And we're going to make sure we feel it tomorrow, at least. If we don't feel it tomorrow, we're going to try again. Obviously not legs, but we'll try again next workout. And we're going to do it again. Keep harder and train harder than last time. Again, not a sponsor. But, alright. That's pretty much just the intermission right now. We're going to go right to the car talks on our way to the gym, and then we're going to get a workout session in and see what happens. Peace. Yo. Oh, man, freezing. We in the car. We on the journey, we on the way. We letting the car warm up. Let me get a quick talk and we off. It's cold out. I ain't used to this. It's definitely different, but it's what time is it? It's almost approaching 12 o'clock. Hopefully this camera kind of stays when we start taking off. Let's see how we start going now. We'll start talking along the way. It's warmed up enough. But yeah, we got legs today, and we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna try to crush them. As crazy as that sounds, I need to feel some soreness. It's a little difficult to really get into that mode, to get in that zone, because when I do record, I can't hear my music, unfortunately. So it's like kind of working out in silence, and it's not the best. Not gonna lie. We got to still try to go heavy. I noticed last workout, we weren't going as heavy. Like, we weren't going to like any type of struggle for the most part, is what I was getting at. We worked out again. That was what I had on camera. Off camera, I don't think it was much else different. It's hard to how do I explain it? It's hard to lift heavier weights when I got the elbow issue. I'm gonna have to probably invest in some elbow pads, or not elbow pads, but elbow sleeves, elbow wraps. That's what I'm looking for. And see what happens from there. You know, because I didn't think this. I tweaked it like a month or so ago, and it's still causing me like discomfort for the most part. It's not pain. It does kind of like lock in. It's like a joint issue. If anybody knows anything about that, you know, I'm down to hear that in the comments. But yeah, like my right elbow's been an issue. So I've been trying not to lift too heavy, but I also need to. Today we got legs, so we can afford to do that. It's not like we're working around, you know, an injury. So we're gonna definitely do. I'm trying to think. Well, we got squats. I know I said it earlier. Probably not gonna do squats, but you know, I'm just naming off, you know, rifling off some things. We got a couple of machines. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. I got to do the hamstring machine because my hamstrings. I feel like are the weakest in the legs portion. You know, if I had to pick over quads, but. Yeah, no, but you know, it's just, again, it's a slow journey. We just kind of, I guess, work one day at a time, I'm trying not to too much overthink it. I kind of just want to stay with that mindset. Okay, we get into the gym. We got to stay with that energy. It's different. It's a little different now because again, it's approaching 12. We're gonna make it to the gym a little after 12, which is nice for the recording. We're nice for the video. Nice to get to some workouts in without interrupting anybody else or being in. I don't know how people feel about recording myself and then they happen to be in the way and whatnot. Granted, it's like the angle I can get right now is not gonna be including a lot of people, but we got to improvise this time and try to get some good angles. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. If we got the whole gym to ourselves, then we have some crazy ideas. Nothing. It's good. We got to put the phone somewhere where it's going to make sense. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to put it up on top of the ceiling, dangling. You know what I'm saying? Moving around, getting some crazy shots. We got to do what we can. But yeah, other than that, I can't think of nothing. I'm kind of just trying to think of what else to do for legs. I kind of guess we just go with the flow. We got to throw the cardio in, of course. And I got to make sure I keep my cardio up. I feel like I've been slacking on that for the past week or maybe two. And it's not the best. I like to get some cardio and I'll play some handball when I can. And I used to do walks, but I haven't done any walks. Just haven't been putting that cardio in. That's the issue. I'm gonna have to up the ante on that for sure to really start slimming down. Oh, another thing, 2 things actually. I had got these new bodybuilding gym. The bodybuilder gym tanks. We rocking that today. Ironically, when we're doing legs, it's kind of pointless. But hey, we gotta rock it off anyway. We gotta get comfortable wearing it. But we also had, what was the other thing I was gonna? There was 2 points. Give me a second. Where I got somebody following. Now we back to our video. Now I can chit chat. That's what I'm saying. 12 o'clock at night. We got people just driving. The guy could have drove around easily. Well, why would he? The guy's blazing the speed. Regardless, we'll probably cut that part out of the video. But there was 2 things that was mentioned. We talked about the gym tanks, and it was something else. There was something else I wanted to mention. I'll probably get it in a second. I know I will. It'll come back up. So again, when we're talking about the gym tanks, we're doing that. Even though we're doing legs, but we still got to get comfortable wearing that. And there was something else I wanted to mention that would have been nice. Regardless, we'll figure it out later on in the video. I'll probably, when I check the editing and stuff, of course I'll remember. And if I don't say it again within the video, but we gotta go there. We gotta do some legs, and we ain't Tom Platz in the legs here, okay? We ain't doing nothing too crazy, but we also still, like I said, we want to have some soreness in us. If I feel like now, if we're not training that, with intensity, hard enough, I think that's why we're not seeing anything. Granted, I'm not saying we're gonna see something every single day, but I remember when I was first going, and I'd be sore after a while. Next day or so, and now I feel like I haven't been getting that soreness. So maybe that could be the issue. I'm not training hard enough. Which is like, okay, so let's, again, we want to be careful too. We don't want to do nothing too crazy. Like, we do anything that's going to get us hurt, we're just setting ourselves back. That's what it was. That was the second thing. I knew I figured it out. The second thing, I'm getting used to the whole shaving aspect. I know it don't sound like it, but you know, you could just visibly see, like my facial hair, you know, my hair, I have a lot of hair in general. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get used to shaving the full body and getting a good look. It is definitely a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. Maintenance is crazy. But, hey, that's the path we're trying to take here. You know what I'm saying? Or at least see how far we can go with this. We're going to do the year. I might be in and out of this video. It's all right. We'll let us... Again, we just documenting a journey. You know, we're not going to have perfect editing and stuff like that. You know, we're not going to have anything for entertainment. We're here to just document what we do this year by the end of the year. That's it. With that being said, I feel like now it's a good time we could start cutting to the workouts. All right, this is future me as I'm editing. So I'm gonna try to talk over, do a little voiceover while I'm working out, while I got the clips of working out. And I slowly start to realize that I'm not getting low enough, or maybe I could get a little lower, but from what you're about to see is that I get the warm-ups in, and then when it gets to the heavier weights, before I get to the drop sets, I realize I'm not squatting as low as I could. And I didn't realize that while I was working out. But this is why I'm glad I'm recording this, to get those little critiques, those little minor fixes. But then I slowly start to pick up. I slowly start to get down lower when the weight's lower. So I think it took advantage of that, which is not the worst. But we also want to benefit from what the workouts that we're getting, or for the muscle that we're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? So what it is now is just I'm gonna kind of talk over while the clips are kind of playing through, and we're kind of just gonna critique it. See, I get low here. I'm getting low, but then again, this is like the second warm up. We getting enough, like, yeah, see, it's like almost parallel. My butt is almost parallel with the knees, but then you'll shortly start to see that I get maybe like, it's like a 45-degree angle. It's just, regardless, it's not low enough, but this is why I like to have this recording here, because now I can actually get a visual of what needs to be fixed. But I think other than that, there wasn't too much of any issues, to be honest with you. Let me go to this next clip here, and let's see. Yeah, see, right here is where it starts to, I'm not getting low enough. But at least we know for next time, hey, we're going to try to get a little lower. Maybe throw in a pause or something. Keep the weight light. But we did say we were coming in heavy. But also, we weren't planning on doing the squats only either. We were working on the hamstrings. As you can see, the hamstrings, okay, we're getting down to that point, which is nice. But you can see that the hamstrings are definitely the weak spot, just because this is the perfect angle. This is the perfect angle that we're not getting as low as we would like. I know I keep saying it, but I got to mention it while I'm doing the voiceover. I'm kind of just talking while the clip's playing, so at least you can hear me. while, talk about it in the future. But so this part I just kind of left in, and I'm probably gonna let the audio kind of fizzle out and let it just rock, because this is when I start doing the drop sets, to start just taking the weights off and just keep lifting until I get to about like 25 each side. And then that's where I start to, that's when I start to realize, okay, legs were hurting for sure. Hamstrings definitely need to be like a focus next time. So, we have to check the hamstring machine out for sure next time, and then just go with that instead of the squats. But hey, we do what we can. It's nothing planned. Ooh, good rhyme. But we try to make it at least count. That's all I'm saying. When we get into the gym, we worked on legs. We made sure, hey, squats, we making sure it's gonna hurt for tomorrow. But all right, so that's it. That's enough for future me. I'll let the video get back to it. Let the kind of drop set kind of rock with some raw footage, and and then we'll talk more about it on the next video. Oh, shit. We back in the car. Yeah. We had a killer workout, I think so. I like how I said I'm not going to start off with, or I'm not going to do squats. That's all I did today was squats. But I also focused more on keeping my heels down, you know what I'm saying? More help with the hamstring, putting the work in and not just all toes. I find most of the time that, one second, oh shit. I find most of the time I'm always leaning a little bit too forward. But that's them Smith machine squats, man. It's a little wonky. I think so. I don't feel like I get the full range of motion. But hey, we do what we can do with what we got. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it was kind of a killer squat routine, to be honest with you. And I gotta put the seatbelt on. Remember, I tell you, safety first, especially when you're doing the vlogs. Safety first. Oh shit! Bear with me. I'm still trying to catch my breath. But what we did, we started off with the warm-ups. We did our warm-up sets. We got a couple different angles too, which was kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? I was able to at least look around, get a couple good spots. And, you know, we'll go over it when we go. Well, I guess when we go over it, we'll kind of make any minor adjustments or any tweaking that we need to do, whether video-wise or posture, or I guess not posture-wise, but more of a training-wise. We'll just start applying it in the next video, so we can just start critiquing ourselves. But yeah, if you guys see anything and I'm not catching it, or you see something that's like a habit that shouldn't be, like bad habits, I appreciate it if you let me know before it gets harder to kind of stop. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, other than that, we're just trying to improve. That's the main goal. That's the main goal, in my opinion. Oh man, let me get some water. Well, what we did, I started off talking about it, and I don't even know if I finished talking about it. We're gonna say it again anyway if we did. Started off with warm-up sets. Then we get into our routine. So then we go up. So the way I do it, you know what I'm saying? It could be wrong, could be right. It's just the way I like to do it to benefit off the squats, at least for me, I think, is I'll start off light, get the blood warmed up. I did the cardio. I did 25 minutes of cardio. I walked backwards for 5 minutes on the treadmill. I know, I heard, I don't want to say I know, but I heard that it helps with the knees. If that's true, if that's legit, we'll go keep it going. If not, we just gotta stop. But I feel like it does. I've only done it maybe three, 4 times now, and I feel like it helps with the knees. I got bad knees anyway, so you know, the more help I can get, the better. Which kind of I feel like helped me with my squatting as well. I think so. So we started off with, to warm up, we started with 25 on each side. No, 20 on each side. 20 on each side did a warm up, then 25 on each side did a warm up. And these are pounds, by the way. I'm not the best with the kilograms. I go by the pounds. I feel like later on down the line, as more and more videos come out, and I get more comfortable with it, you know, learning more things, stuff like that, I'll be more comfortable putting the like talking by kilograms and stuff like that. So I'm just going to talk with what I know, you know, and it's pounds. You know, somebody wants to translate that into the kilograms, that's cool too. I appreciate that. I help everybody else out. If not, anybody can look it up. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, nothing too crazy. But we had 25 each side, then we really started our set. So then we went up to 35 each side, 45. I ended up going up to about, what was it? 45, 25, 60, right? No, 70. 75 each side, I think. Regardless, we'll see. You can see it in the video, and if you can't, that's what it was. It was a 45, 25, and a 5. I'm pretty sure if I'm doing my math right, it's 75. But wait, 45 plus a 25, 40 plus 20, 60 plus 10, yeah, 75. I'm over here, I'm stumping myself. But yeah, we did that, and then we worked on, and then we did a drop set right after that. So we did as much as we could with it, which I think was 3. I didn't want to overdo it because I knew I was going to be pushing the lighter weights. You know, I'm not trying to get injured on the heavier ones, but I'm also trying to get that strength up. So what we did after that, we dropped that to 45, back to 45 each side, kept pushing, no break. We had maybe a quick rest to change the weight, and then quick breather, and that was it. Then we back up in it, and then we pushed another 12, then we dropped it again, 20 to 35 each side. Then we pushed that to 8. And then I think we did 25 each side, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to, I'm going, this is post-workout, so I'm trying to just think. I believe we did, 25 each side, and then we just banged out, I think it was 10. It had to have been 10. I think so. Maybe it was 10 for both. I don't know. Maybe it was 10 and then 8. But regardless, oh man, we gotta have to feel that in the morning. I know we are. Boy, was dying almost. It felt more like cardio because I'm doing so, moving so much without the rest. But it's hard to do. It's hard to go to failure. One, when it's by yourself, and two, when it's on squats. Especially with the Smith machine, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, I'm trying to get as much as I can without hurting myself. If we get hurt, we get injured, that just not deters, it's more backtracks us from making the progress by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? You can always work smarter, not harder, if that makes sense. Train harder, or train smarter, while training harder. You know what I'm saying? Still have the smarts with it. But yeah, and all in all, I think it was a good workout. I think so. But time will tell. As in tomorrow, when we get the next video up, we'll see how we're feeling. And I already kind of feel it more in the hamstrings because of me using my heels more. Which was really helpful, because normally when I do squats, I'll be lucky to get to the 45s each side. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much the bar is for the Smith machine. I want to say 25, but I could be wrong on that. And I don't want to, I don't want to say something and just when I'm not sure. So that's why I just go by plates each side. If you know the math, you do the math. If you don't know, you can do quick maths. That's just how I look at it, nice and simple. But before, when we were doing squats, we could barely get the 45s up. I think we could barely get the 45. And I think last time I did squats, this before I started recording, I was managed to get maybe 1 or 2 with 90 each side. And I think that's the most I've ever benched before. But now, again, and I wasn't even using my heels before. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't using my whole leg, is what it felt like. It felt like I was only using half of the leg, just quads only. Because my heels would end up rising off the ground, and I wouldn't have that much support or much power in the back of my leg. So I always felt like my hamstrings would give out, and I guess that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not using them. So I'm glad we made those minor adjustments too. And I know in one of the clips I was moving a lot, fidgeting a lot. It's like, again, back to that Smith machine is just, it's not the best for squats. I'm not gonna lie. Now maybe I might be doing them wrong. I try to find different positionings and stuff like that. Like I try to have my feet like shoulder width apart, but my arms just to hold the weight up, or like hold the bar up and stuff on my back, is spread out. Like I can't have like a narrow grip, I guess is what you would call it, even though that would make sense. But it's like I can't do that narrow grip. It hurts my shoulders. So that's why when I do the wide grip, that's the most comfortable. But it does look a little weird. Like it's like a half and half, like a hybrid squat. Like, but I don't know. It's what works for me. That's all I could say. If it don't work and I don't like it, I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to keep doing it. That's just that simple. But all in all, good day. I'm going to say it again because I'm actually proud of today compared to the the last workout. Oh man, we got some nice angles. I found some nice angles. It was kind of cool. Not gonna lie, it was kind of different take on the gym. I had more. After warm up on the treadmill, my little cardio, and then get into the Smith machine. Much of the people that were there, they cleared out, and I was able to at least look around, get some angles and stuff. But I know we still need. We might have to talk over. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? This is past me. I guess when I do before I do the edits, see if I can talk over the me working out. Like then it'll be at least something to at least hear my voice until I get a mic to actually talk while I'm working out. Like I don't actually talk hardly ever when I work out, but at least if I have the mic, I can at least talk from a distance. You know what I'm saying? But depending where the camera is. It picks up what it wants, but you know, it just mainly just the gym atmosphere vibes is all it's picking up. And I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think if there's a way to voice over. There's got to be, right? If I figure it out, I did it. If not, that's one thing we have to figure out again. And if we don't figure it out soon, by the time we get the mic, that should be, you know, it won't be much of an issue, you know. I'm missing my turn here. Missing my turn talking to you guys. That's how much I love you. I'm willing to drive in circles. But what was I talking about? Look, now I'm getting distracted, driving all over the place. Bear with me while I try to, you know, catch my train of thought. I don't know what we were talking about, but we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. As you can see, I tend to forget quite often. It could be from the smoking and whatnot, but hey, it happens now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But good progress. Also, I got a question for the ones who stayed in the. I was editing. Editing. Jesus is what I was talking about. But regardless, now here's the question for you guys. If you made it to the end, near the end of this video here, which is better? If you had to pick, Crunch Fitness or Planet Fitness? That's the question. I've never been to Crunch. I've only been to Planet Fitness. Okay. So that's question one. Actually, I got a second question now. I just thought of it. Question two. What other gym should I try to look into, if that makes sense? Like I was just saying, we've only gone to Planet Fitness. But is there another gym, a cheaper, budget friendly, or maybe a gym that has all the right stuff? Yeah, I could look it up and stuff, but that's for you guys to come tell me what you guys know. You know what I'm saying? Recommendations, I guess. That's what I'm saying. What gyms do you think I can recommend? Obviously, I got to be able to get there. It's got to be within the driving range. But I ain't talking golf. But yeah, I'm kind of curious. I was supposed to go to Crunch Fitness tomorrow. But it looks like the plans are going to be changing. Depending on how the weather's looking, I might go to the beach. If it's cold, I ain't going to the beach. I do need some sun, though. It's been a while since I've been to the beach. I need some sun. I think so. I'm getting a little too pale. But what else? I'm trying to keep this video part alive before I get home. I'm about 10 minutes out from the house anyway, so it's dang near almost over. I'm just trying to think before I end it if I have said everything. And you know, to be honest with you, even if I didn't say everything, there's always the next video. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go over this anyway when I edit it, and we gotta fix what we need to fix. It's that simple. We're all about improvement. That's the main goal of this whole journey. How much can we improve? Also, I was considering, I did tell you I was using the Turk build, the Turk Max, and I'm only using one capsule. Now, I'm debating, it might have to wait a week, but I'm debating on jumping to 2 capsules. So, because I feel like one's nice, but I think my body's getting used to it now. Because one is really gets me there, but it's like now I feel like it's, again, I can blame it on the music, as I don't have the music playing, so I can't really, it's still new to me working out in silence. More thoughts in my head. I can't really, how do I say, I can't get into the drive without the music. So, I mean, at least for right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure if I was working out with somebody, talking to somebody, just kind of going with the motions, I can see it's still doing the job. But I like to train hard enough. Now I'm contradicting myself. I like to train hard enough to where I still, to where at least it's a little bit of soreness. That means I'm hitting the muscles right, or at least enough to where I can feel the muscle, the pump, and everything like that worth the while going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? But I know I still got to do. Shit, I thought the phone flew over for a second. But I still have to do my posing and stuff like that. I don't know when that's going to be. I still got to practice posing, to be honest with you. I have no idea how to pose. But I think now it's like, am I worried about posing? Not too much. I am worried about the belly fat I have. I guess not just belly fat, but it's the extra fat I have, the body fat. Like, after shaving, aftershave, no pun intended, but like I told you, it's like shaving my whole body is new to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shit ton of work. Not gonna lie, the maintenance is crazy. So you know what I'm saying. Once we get everything down packed, we get this ball rolling with this channel. We definitely gonna have somebody. We gotta hire somebody to do that, because your boy can barely reach any of his back and stuff like that. It's just, I got a lot of hair. If you can't tell by the beard and the hairstyle itself, it's just, I have a lot of hair. Now, I don't have a lot on the chest and stomach and everything. I had shaved it. But back to why I brought that up. I shaved it, and now I can see the body fat more. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why I kind of liked having the hair. It's like it gave me a little bit of definition, but no excuses, okay? No excuses. We know what we need to work on. We still 180 now. Again, we still 180 now. I only did 2,200 calories today. Granted, it's only one. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's only one day, but we got to start including more cardio for sure. I think we include more cardio. We still eat the way we do, like 22 to 2,400. I think we'll be fine. We weighed in at 181 this morning, but again, it's like I don't think it was nothing too crazy. You know, it could be just water, it could be stuff like that. But I know when I dropped down to 170, I got to 170 about 3 weeks ago, and I was not feeling it. My body was not sore, but my body was like drained. Like I felt like I had no energy. So my thing is, all this construction, man, can't even drive and vlog at any time. Water ain't even cold, but it'll do. All right. Now that we passed the construction, we're probably gonna have to wrap this up anyway. Like I said, we're pulling up to the house. I think I got everything I said. You know, it was a good workout regardless to sum it all up, and I'm proud of that. Like, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got to see what happens with the next workout video tomorrow. So we're going to see what happens with the next workout video tomorrow. And if we don't get it up tomorrow, we'll get it up the next video. We got to at least keep consistency. Say we can't get it all day, every day. There will be time, you know what I'm saying? When we got the time, when the career really builds up off of it, then we can really get the necessities. But hey, right now we're just tagging along for the journey. You know what I'm saying? Whoever wants to tag along and, you know, support the journey, I'm down for it. You know, I'm down for any type of transformation that involves getting healthier. You know what I'm saying? So let me fix that bow. I think I fixed it and made it worse. But yeah, any improvements, to be honest with you, is that's the goal. I think I started off when the second part car vlog with the same thing, and we're gonna end it with the same. But you know, again, regardless, as long as we see the improvements coming in, I'm happy. I don't want to get too involved with the strength. Numbers are just too much. I want to see visual improvements. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. It was a nice, good workout today. Day two of the journey. I'm gonna think of a title in the meantime, but hey, that's what we're going with. Peace.